Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that we're going to look at tonight is one of the most based sheriffs I've seen in a hot minute. And wouldn't you know it, he's come out of Florida again, because Florida, I'll be honest with you, just hits different. Everything is going to be linked into the description box below, including the article where this guy literally says, well, can't reoffend if you're dead, all about gun rights. You're going to love every second of this. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. And this content, this is sponsored by a company called Ammo Squared. Now, this is a unique company. All I have to do is tell you about them because it's that unique of an idea. Think about a 401k investment for your ammo needs, okay? So think you deposit money into it at whatever ratio you want, and you can cash it out for ammo whenever you need, of course, when times are either up or down. It's a very interesting model. You can check them on Instagram. You can check it out yourself. But thank you to them for making this content possible. And with that said, beautiful people, prepare for greatness. Because one of the things that we say a lot on our channel is the sheriffs are put in place by the people. They're elected. So the people's direct vote has a direct outcome on the policies of policing, the policies of criminal interaction, and also the policies of whether the feds can come into that area. Sheriff is an incredibly important constitutional appointment or election. So when we get people like this, it kind of shows you a little bit about Florida. Let's check this out. This guy, man, he holds nothing back. And this is not the first Florida sheriff. Check this out.
You know, if you shoot accurately and you kill a guy, you save taxpayers' money. And I also said that, if somebody gets killed during a home invasion, the odds of them reoffending are zero. And we like those odds, which we do. And in Santa Rosa County, we have a very high percentage of the population that have weapons. And I promote the use of them if you're in your house and somebody kicks your door in, because they're not coming in to give you a hug or to give you cookies. They're coming in to commit felonies. That's why they kick in the door and come in your house.
There's just something magical about a non-political police officer. There's the way that they talk is just so refreshing. Because they don't have time for the BS in a lot of cases. And this sheriff is not a political sheriff, as you can see. But the thing that I want to highlight here is, yeah, the sheriff's an elected position. Yes, the sheriff is obviously based as can be, and he's obviously a proponent of 2A rights and defending yourself in your own home. But this is the exact same type of personality, sheriff, and laws that Giffords.org and Moms Demand Action has been hitting Florida on so hard in trying to get the stand your ground laws removed. Because after all, it's just a license to do whatever you want. You just heard the sheriff say if someone invades your home, you won't reoffend after we take care of it. And that's the entire point. The left has to do this diversionary tactic when they're talking about gun control and evil stand your ground laws. They have to do this worst case scenario. Imagine this. What if this? It's always a rebranding of something that's not as it is. And then it becomes something else. Like a perfect example, the Don't Say Gay bill in Florida last year had nothing to do with that. But the media branded it that, and then it became that until it passed, and they found out that it wasn't that. Sheriff, same thing. Stand your ground laws. All right? Let's keep going. But this guy is what I want in a sheriff. Legit. Like, Florida just hits different. Honestly, since I've moved here, it just does.
You don't have a duty to retreat. If you're in your own home and there's somebody breaks in your home and is trying to commit a crime against you, you don't have to retreat. You don't have to give them warning. You don't have to go barricade yourself in a room. You can shoot and kill them. And in the state of Florida, that's perfectly legal. And in these other states where they don't have that, and people are afraid to own guns and they're afraid to protect themselves, that's why you have the crime rate that you have in New York and California. And people think, well, if you pass a law and we take the guns away from, people who haven't broken a law, well, that's the one law that criminals will obey. They'll say, well, I can't have a gun. Well, yeah, I'll obey that law, but none of the others. And it's ludicrous.
Did anyone else just have like every song from Ludacris ever that they know pop into their head right then? No, just me. But the thing, he's correct. If you have gun ownership and crime goes down because homes are defended by citizenry, you don't really have a problem if you defund police because the citizens will take care of the problem. That's the entire point. Then he even goes a little bit further and knocks on Democrat-run states like California and New York who have higher crime rates because the citizenry is afraid to defend themselves. That's something called duty to retreat. Duty to retreat says you are required to do everything that you possibly can to get out of that scenario before you use lethal force, or it's your fault. This is very popular in blue bastion states, very popular. So if someone breaks into your home and they are coming after you, and you have a window behind you, and you shoot and kill them, yeah, you're going to jail. You're getting sued. You're facing charges because you had that window behind you. That's your duty to retreat. You had that duty to retreat. Abandon everything else. You had to get out. That's what we're talking about here. Now, in Florida, it's obviously a little bit different. That saves some taxpayers some money. And then my personal favorite piece to the end of this is, so you're telling me that we're going to pass a law that criminals can't use guns because that's bad because we took all the guns away. So the criminals are going to continue breaking all the other laws, but they're not going to break the gun law. It's just simple common sense. This is not advanced trigonometry. Criminal gonna criminal. Restraining the rights of the legal enhances the power of the criminal. Shirt's in the button in the description if you want to buy one. Just saying. Wear it like you rock it. I get compliments on this all the time. But anyway, one more clip because this guy, if you don't have a sheriff like this in your life, you need to get one because this is refreshing. Check this last piece out.
When they say it's racially motivated, the person who said that must be racially motivated because they're assuming that only minorities break into homes, which is not the case. The individual I was speaking about was Caucasian. Race doesn't play into it. If you're a criminal in Santa Rosa County, you're getting treated the same if you're black, Hispanic. It does not matter, white, Chinese. It makes no difference whatsoever. You get treated the same. So when you have people saying that it's racially motivated, it's just, I take it with a grain of salt.
All right, so this is the last piece, and this is such a key point. He's so confident, and times have changed so much that attack doesn't resonate anymore. That's important. Because prior, it's, well, you don't want gun control, so you're for XYZ. You must be this IST, right? Well, what he's saying is that doesn't even make sense. In fact, the reason that you would even bring that up kind of insinuates that you might have the problem with different races. Now, let's go to Colorado, another story we've covered, where we were talking about how they killed a bill in Colorado because it was going to be a felony to steal a gun out of a car if it was over X amount, and Democrats killed it in committee because it would disproportionately affect minorities. There was no mention of it in the bill whatsoever, but Democrats felt the need to kill it because minorities are the only ones stealing guns out of cars? If you don't believe me, you can watch the video about 2 weeks ago. It screams what they're truly concerned about and who is actually accusing who of what of race. It's insanity. And then he just doubles down and says, I take it with a grain of salt because you get treated the same. You break a law, and in this case, you invade a home. Bye. You won't be reoffending. That's why I say Florida just hits different. I hope this plane landed. Let me see it, and let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.